Hi again, Gabbie. All right, so I'm pretty sure based off of your terrible notes, they're awful. Pretty sure that we're doing the exact same thing that we did earlier. So again, if we look at this, we're looking for the perfect root of x squared and the perfect root of 8, but 8 is not a perfect square root. So we're going to move it to the other side. Oops. We're going to move it to the other side. And now it's going to say that whole thing equals -8. All right, we're going to take our b, 6 divided by 2, and square it. That gives me 3 squared, which is 9. What I do to one side, I do to the other. So I take the square root of the first, square root of the last, keep this sign, so it's going to be x plus 3 squared equals, and then 8, or -8 plus 9 gives me a 1. All right, so if I wanted to do vertex form, then I would bring the 1 back over, but now they're not wanting me to do vertex form. They're wanting me to find the solutions. So remember, this is all talking about the parabola. So I don't know exactly what it looks like, but let's say it looks something like this. No, I know it doesn't. Let's say it looks like this. Okay, so vertex form would be, sorry, I'm struggling. Vertex form would be like this, and it would tell us our vertex, obviously. So this would be in the format a x minus h squared plus k. But now they're changing it. They want to find the solutions. Remember, the solutions are the same thing as the x-intercepts, which are the same thing as the roots, which are the same things as the zeros. All right, so instead of bringing this over for the vertex form, we're actually going to take the square root. We need to make x completely isolated. So currently, the thing that's preventing us from x being isolated is the 3 and the square, the exponent. So to get rid of that, I'm going to do the square root. What I do to one side, I do to the other. This crosses out. I end up with x plus 3 equals positive or -1. Okay, now I personally like to write stuff like this, 1, comma, -1. You can write it positive -1, but it's just nicer like this. And then that way, when I subtract my 3, I can easily see, oh, it's going to go to the -1, and it's going to go to the positive 1. So I should get an answer of, well, 1 minus 3, that's -2, and then -1 minus 3 is -4. So I get 2 answers. So these 2 points, supposedly, remember it's not drawn to scale, are supposedly at -2 and -4. So again, it doesn't look like this, but I know that my 2 x-intercepts are -2 and -4. And then if I really wanted to do vertex form, again, I would just start back here again, x plus 3 squared equals 1. And I would bring this over, and it would be x plus 3 squared minus 1. And this would be my form. Not my form, but my equation. And then from here, I could take my vertex out, -3 and -1.